You know what? I'm here for one more. Last one for today. I just felt in a good enough mood. Things are just going so well, which of course is the worst possible thing to say as the opening of a video because now you know I've got to lose this match. But regardless, I feel in the mood to play another game of Magic here. Another match of Magic, I should say. Another couple games. Hopefully it's just two and we're going to take it down 2-0. But regardless of the result, you will see this because it is informative and hopefully it's enjoyable. So regardless, I will see you guys for match 3. It looks like we have our match. Just hop on in here, get it going. I kind of get this feeling that we'll be playing against a red aggro matchup. I don't know why, but my spidey senses are telling me that this is a prowess deck. I like playing against prowess, believe it or not. We'll certainly keep this. By the way, got all the things that I want in my opening hand except for a bounce land. And Crumbling Vestige does a good job of not intimidating, the word, imitating. Does a good imitation of a bounce land if we can draw any other land. So we might just be rolled up and ready to go here. We'll just have to see. Seagate. Uh-oh. Are we playing against Oops All Spells? Uh-oh. Bad news. Well, there's our bounce land. You know what? Maybe it's A-okay. Play our Amulet out here and pass it back. Maybe we can just go nuts and top deck a second Amulet here and be able to just cast a turn 2 Titan against our opponent. Let's go. Let's do it. I don't know if we have any real out main board to Oops All Spells, in all honesty. We'll just see. We'll just have to see. If our opponent's on Belcher, then we can Ghost Word of them potentially. Yeah, we might be dead here, ladies and gentlemen. Hate to tell you, but it could be true. Well, let's explore. Our opponent's paying 4 mana to kill us. Interesting. So we can Brazier into a 3-drop off of our Summoners pack, but I don't think that we can actually cast. I don't think we can actually cast Titan this turn. We use one of our land drops as the Garen Brig, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So there's no way to cast Titan this turn, sadly. We'll just have to fade a turn. There's no way our opponent doesn't have it. Yeah, that really sucks. But say la vie. Go ahead and get a Crumbling Vestige out there because I feel like it. I want to show our opponent what could have been. Alright, at home, I'm going to need you guys to cross your fingers for me. Let's all hope we just don't die out of nowhere here. Hopefully our opponent just plays a Car Belcher or something and we're not dead. Let me have my vague hope. Nope, it's over. It is so over. So, the way this works is our opponent is going to mill over their entire deck with Balustrade Spy, as all of the lands they play are these spell/flip lands. You don't need to look at this. So, all of the lands that they play in their deck, when they're looking through their deck or revealing their deck, they only see the front side. I'm gesturing to my screen here with my finger, but of course you can't see it. The Shadow Skull Smashing, for example, none of their deck has any actual quote-unquote lands. So, the net result is they mill their entire library here. And then, in addition to getting a bunch of Creeping Chills and a couple Narcomoebas back, they have a Salvage Titan. If I can find it, here it is. This card, Salvage Titan. They can return it to their hand from their graveyard by exiling 3 artifacts from their graveyard, which they obviously play plenty of. And then by sacrificing the 3 Sword of the Mace that they just returned to the battlefield onto their Narcomoeba, they have the ability to play the Salvage Titan, and that one will be the second creature they've played this turn, so this will get back however many Vengevines are in their graveyard. Sometimes they have Vengevines in hand and whatnot, but here they happen to have all 4, so they get to swing at us with all of the Vengevines, and in combination with the Creeping Chills that they milled over, that is enough to kill us. So, we are going to game 2 here. Pretty unsurprising, not gonna lie. Relic of Progenitus seems pretty good in this matchup, I must say. Force of Vigor, killing Pentad Prism, or Goblin Charbelcher, which they sometimes have in the sideboard, could also be good. I'm not sure how good Beast Within is. We can use it to kill a Pentad Prism, perhaps. I don't even know how good that is. I mean, it might be worth it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we just have to mulligan to Relic of Progenitus. I don't know. I honestly don't know. We don't have a lot of things to do in this matchup. I'll bring in the Beast Withins because if you can't get a regular win, then just cheese a win. No big deal. We can cut Engineered Explosives as well because I don't think that blowing explosives on 2 does much. I guess we'd have to have an explosives in play by the time that matters. So I don't know, maybe not. I'll bring in the Rex Stage as well because this can kill a resolved Charbelcher, which they might have. Excuse me. I don't know if Bojuka Bog is actually good against our opponent, considering if they mill their whole deck, it's not going to give us a winner to play Bog. We could Bog at instant speed if we were playing Sakura Tribe Scout, but as you may already know, I prefer Grazer generally. This is one of the instances where Scout is better, as we can flash into Bojuka Bog from our hand, but barring that, I don't know if Bojuka Bog is even worth having. Probably is not, in all honesty. Fighting out Bojuka Bog against the graveyard deck. Wow, who would have thought? We can trim 1 pack, as 1 Titan will likely be good enough. I don't know if that's even true, to be honest. We might need Dryad and Titan to get there. To be honest, we might just need Relic of Progenitus. We'll see, we'll see. You can trim a Grazer, I guess. You can trim Field, not Field, what am I saying? Radiant Fountain, because our life total probably doesn't matter. And a Turn Timber, I suppose. Just because we may not have the time to get up to 7 mana for that. On the play is great. We don't have a Relic in our opener, but we do have almost Titan with Dryad. Is that good enough? We get a turn 1 Amulet. If we top deck a Bounce Land or a Crumbling Vestige, then we have turn 2 Dryad and turn 3 Titan. Thanks to our Vesuva here, if it is a Crumbling Vestige that we top deck. So we have 9 potential draws. I suppose our Turn Timber actually acts as a land here as well, so any land would let us cast Titan. I don't know how fast, but I mean, we might just be dead on turn 3 here, or turn 2, depending on how fast our opponent's draw is. Do we have to mulligan into Relic is the question. That's what I'm going to try. Well, there we go. It was successful. It worked. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We'll keep, because it has a turn 1 Relic. And we'll put the Azusa on the bottom, I suppose. Here it goes. The myth, the legend, Relic of Progenitus, go. If our opponent doesn't have Charbelchers in their deck right now, then we basically just won. So, there's that. Interesting. I think we're safe to play Gruul Turf here. I don't... Unless our opponent has double Simian Spirit Guide. Yeah, I mean, we have to be able to play Dryad this upcoming turn, so... This is our opponent's 1 window. Got 1 chance to kill us the traditional way, and then it's Charbelcher or bust. I can't believe that we were just able to mulligan into Relic, just like that. Sort of me. You got it. That is A-okay with me. So, if we play Dryad here, then we won't be holding up the Relic. I don't know if we can afford to do that, in all honesty. Yeah, let's just play out the field and pass. Take it slow. No big deal. We'll probably still lose if our opponent just plays a Charbelcher this upcoming turn, but... And to do that, they would have to pitch a Simian Spirit Guide, so... It is possible, though. If they do that, then we'll just be sad. Looks like they don't have it. Pentad Prism. Yep. Okay. Not much we can do about that. Now we can get our Dryad into play, thankfully. been too long. Alright, let's just play out Onweir and Suva copying Ghoul Turf. Sure. We can play Titan this upcoming turn. We're holding up our relic. Things are looking a-okay. I don't know, maybe it was dumb to play Ghoul Turf. Carb. Benjamin. Oh, that's fine. That is totally fine. Please, Vengevine me. Be my guest. Okay. So, we can get Crumbly Vestige and a bounce land and still haste our Titan here, so that seems pretty good. Name Giant. We'll float a green mana just to save us some time here, as we won't have to click all the mana. If one of them is uncounterable, then we would. We don't have to in this particular case. So Crumbly Vestige to make a red, and a bounce land to pick up the Hanweir. Boom. We will haste this guy for sure. Go to combat. Attack with everything. This is 8. So 2 Valcuts would be 4 triggers. Just 12. So our opponent's just dead here. Valcut and Valcut. Save targets. Upstairs. Take it. Our opponent was saying to do our best, and we did it. Alright. So, we managed to get to a game 3 here. Should we change anything about our setup right now? Relics seem pretty good. That cannot be denied. Do we want Negate? I don't know if we'll be realistically holding up Negate. I think we probably won't. And it doesn't hit our opponent's creature pieces. It will hit Goblin Charbelcher, though. Is that good enough reason to bring it in? I don't know. I think... I don't know. If they play Goblin Charbelcher, we might just have to die, to be honest. Because Negate doesn't do anything against their creature side, and that's the part we care most about. I don't know. It's really difficult. Tell me in the chat. Not the chat. What? This isn't Twitch. Tell me in the comments. Let me know. What am I supposed to do here? Is Negate even good? I really feel like it's not, but we're gonna do it anyways. The problem is this doesn't even get us anywhere. It doesn't get us close to Titan at all. You know what? Screw it. They can kill us with Charbelcher if they want to. I refuse to believe it. We have 5 different ways in our deck to deal with Belcher, and this is one of them. Whew, this hand is perfect. This hand is exactly everything that it needed to be. Never mulliganing this hand. The only thing we need off the top is a Titan. If any hand could beat our opponent, this is the hand that can do it. Now, let's hope they don't just kill us on turn 2. Do we play Amulet? I think we do. Turn 2 Azusa seems better than just turn 2 Relic of Progenitus, turn 2 Amulet, land, go. So, there's no point in playing out Relic on 1 here anyways. I guess our opponent could have Thoughtseize. That would be pretty annoying, but clearly they don't, so never needed to be worried. Not even one time. Pick up the Growth Chamber. Here's the Azusa. Here's Garenbrig and Cavern naming a giant. Trying to summon the big guy himself to the top of our deck. And here is the relic that our opponent hopefully can do nothing about. Azusa was a pretty good top deck too. Alright. Titan. Titan. Third Beast Within. You got it, deck. Okay, well, boom. Take it. Do we beast within one of our own lands or something just to get a clock here? Or do we just try to have faith that we'll top deck a Titan? No. We could go ahead and beast within one of our opponent's land. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Let's just untap. Okay, well, that's another growth chamber. At least we get to play out a couple end drops here. There might be an argument to playing out this growth chamber too, but assuming our opponent doesn't play a blood moon, then we have Titan mana in play. And if they do play a blood moon, we can just beast within it and go about our lives. So Nature's Claim, the relic thing. Well, let's respond in kind with beast within our opponent's black. So they have to have the shock or the bolt black land in order to go off. And now let's cycle our relic since we have no choice. So let us get closer to Titan too. So Ghost Quarter thing. Right? Here go. Don't kill us. Do not do it. Looks like maybe our opponent can't. Alright. Titan off the top. Let's go. Try it. Not really what I was hoping for, but at least it does block our opponent's beast. So there's that. Ghost Quarter. Play out the Growth Chamber. I guess not. I think we do have to beast within one of our opponent's hands here, though. I mean, it requires our opponent to have another ETB on tap land plus Spirit Guide to go off if we do this, so I think that's the play. Yeah. Let's get the Turn Timber, I guess, because then they can't even play a Tintad Prism. I mean, I guess they could, but only make 1 mana for them, so. They have the Bolt land, but not one that lets them cast a black spell, so that's nice. No reason to attack. I mean, they could have the 1 mana deal 1 damage card and a Spirit Guide, but if that's how they're using their Spirit Guide, then I'm fine with it. Yeah, let's play out this relic. Do we cycle it? Is that crazy? Because if we cycle it and hit a Titan, we basically just win. I don't know that our opponent can win with a relic in play, though, especially if we're holding a Beast Within. And we can catch up to our opponent's board state here by double blocking a beast, and then our Dryad blocks the remaining beast. I mean, we lose our Azusa, but our Dryad blocks the remaining beast for the rest of its life. And we can still just cast a Titan if we top deck it, so I'm inclined to pass here. Play it a little patiently, but because if we pop this and don't hit a Titan, then we basically just lose. Now we can hold our beast within for a Charbelcher. Hard cast Narcovu. Well, we can't trade with that one in any capacity. We're going to be on a 17 turn clock, but I guess technically 14 since we're planning on trading an Azusa for a beast here. But I think we can draw a Titan in 14 turns. Let me rephrase it. I sincerely hope that we can draw a Titan in 14. It might be getting close to the point where we want to just Ghost Quarter our opponent, to be honest. Might as well exile a card from their graveyard. I don't see a reason why not. Cruel Turf. That one's not really doing it for me. Have to admit, not really doing it for me. But again, because we have this relic out and an answer to Charbelcher, I think we can afford to just sit on what we've got and Yeah. If our opponent draws a black, we will Ghost Quarter it immediately. Take our well-earned 1 point of damage. We're playing this ridiculous and inane game. Relic of Progenitus is just too good. I don't know why people aren't playing this card in the sideboard. It's definitely one of the best cards in Amulet's sideboard right now. Alright, let's get this Growth Chamber out there, so even if we lose access to our Dryad, we can transmute it to ROS. I think we can probably afford to pop off this Ghost Quarter too. Is it preemptive? Nah, we'll just let it ride, because only a few of our opponent's black sources enter the battlefield untapped. I suppose they could draw one of those signets or something, and then it doesn't really make a huge difference, but that prism. That one does kind of punish us, not gonna lie. Let's just keep the Ghost Quarter then, so we can trigger Valakut an additional time. Take our well-deserved 1 point. Once again, the clock is on, everyone. Well, we'll just naturally draw a Valakut. How about that? Let's clear our opponent's board, I suppose. Please guess. Field. This way we can unlock our Dryad to start attacking, which will be more damage over time, most likely, than just shooting all the triggers at our opponent's face. We have our opponent at 6 next turn, so if we beast within our own thing on their instep, and we can attack for 5 and get 2 Valakut triggers, 3 Valakut triggers with a Ghost Quarter on ourselves, that'd be 9 plus 5 is 14. That would be enough. So if they don't win this turn, then we can beast within and kill them. I guess that plays into a potential dismember, though. Leyline of Stank. Hmm. That one's really annoying. I mean, we can't respond to this, but that's really annoying. We can't target them with the relic now either, but we can still pop it. So is that? Do we Ghost Quarter one of their lands now? I think we do. I don't know. It's rough. It's rough. I guess there's no reason to do it now. Second Valakut. Okay, so we play that, get 2 triggers. We can attack them down to 10. Yeah, they're just dead now. So here's what we do. Wait. Beast Within Leyline. Valakut. Save targets upstairs. One needs to be always yes. Rule. All right. I kind of can't believe that we won a match against Oops All Spells. But you know what? I am not complaining. You have seen the power of Relic of Progenitus here. It's great against the Uro deck. It helps against Oops All Spells and Dredge. Dredge is already a good matchup, but Oops is definitely a matchup where we would love to have access to Relic of Progenitus. It's good against Tarmogoyf decks. To be honest, it might just be a mainstay on my sideboard going forward. I really like Relic in general, but regardless, we are 3-0. Thank you for coming on this journey with me, and if you gained any enjoyment, entertainment, learning out of this video, that is the goal. And if you find that you like my content, go ahead and show your support. You know how. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm going to stop chilling. I hate doing it, but I only do it because I have to, because if I don't do it, if I don't say anything about it, then none of you will do it. So, I apologize. But regardless, let me know what you think of the list. Let me know what list you are playing, because I have in the past played viewers' lists on the channel, and to be honest, sometimes I run out of ideas. Sometimes I'm just like, I guess I'll just play traditional Amulet because I can't think of any kind of fun, even meme list to play. When the tickets and the points go low, then I have to stop messing around and buckle down and try to get all of our value back. Try to aim for high for that 4 or 5-0, and that's the track that we're on currently. So you know what that means. Meme list. If you have a particular card or deck list that you wanted to see tried in the Amulet shell, again, keep it somewhat reasonable. It can't just be like 60 Force or something. It has to be an actual factual Amulet of Vigor Primeval Titan deck. But if you wanted to see a list playing 4 Last Fool Mimics, for example, to see if we can get the copy value on our Primeval Titan or something, or if you wanted to see a list splashing a certain color or some kind of pivot in strategy, I am all over it, testing those, see if they have any kind of competitive usefulness. And yeah, I don't know. We could be the ones to discover the next tech for this deck. So if that's something you're interested in, leave your suggestions in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll just keep doing what I do, which is making content for me and for you. And I will see you guys in the next match, where hopefully we can manage to get this 4-0. Not saying anything about it. I didn't manage to put myself on the wrong path this time when I said it earlier in the video. I remember that. But it still could happen next match. Anyways, I'm going to close it there. This is Redface Menace, signing off.